Okay, let's go back into our file and do the dodge with the logo here and the logo up here. So let's click to the Your layer, make sure we lock up the one we just finished, which was up here on the spoiler. I'll show it to you. See, back and forth. Okay, visibility on off. Hit the V key and go back over here and grab the actual one right there. Click and bring it over here. Make sure that Scale, Strokes, and Effects is selected. So just to double check, I'll scale it with the scale tool over here by double clicking. Make sure it is selected and click OK. Now I want to show you something. When I hit the E key, the bounding box is perfectly aligned to this one. So would you please make a note of this? But watch what I mean first. When I turn this, watch how the bounding box goes like this. Meaning the bounding box wasn't set into the object first. So I'm going to Command Z this back. When you first bring this one over here, make sure you go to Object, Transform, Reset the bounding box so that when you turn it, the bounding box stays with it, which of course is important when you want to use the bounding box to line up with the verticals and whatever, or the lines, the actual drawing geometry that's in the item itself. Let me turn this, and I've almost got it, and you can see right there that's perfect. Let me go back on it. So I didn't even hold any transform tool down. As long as you reset the bounding box, all you have to do is scale it and turn it. That's it with the transform tool. I'm going to hold Command Option. I'm going to drag a copy off for this one up here. Go real close to it and not hold any key down, just scale it. And now turn it just a little bit and put it in position so I'm kind of looking up here on the top right. I'll move it again, put the top right back in position, move it back a little bit to the left, move it like this. Let's scale it down like that. I'm just about right now. Let me move this over and boom, it fits right in. Okay, let's go get the word dodge. That one was easy to do. So neither of these two needed any special transforms. Let's hit Command S to save the file. Let me go get the word dodge, because I think you're going to know what I'm going to need to do with that. I'm going to need to split the word dodge into separate pieces. So now that I brought it over here with the V key, I'm going to scale it down manually. So let me go like this, and just, whoops, let me hit the E key and bring it over. Hold this and hold the Shift key and move my way down. Actually, I didn't really need to hold the Shift key because I have to move it up and just turn it. Now, when I turn this, if the bounding box had gone to kept in its orientation with the X and Y ruler, I would have turned it back and then reset the bounding box. Okay, but I don't, because you can see I don't have to do that because the bounding box has gone with the lettering. So, just like I did the other one before, let's just concentrate on the E of the DOD GE. And then we move everyone in position. So I'm going to put the E in position. I've almost got it. Again, I didn't even need to do anything with a special key holding the bounding box. Now, here's all of the items right here. I can see the E. Again, the E is two pieces. I'm not going to make that mistake this time. I'm going to lock it up here and lock it up here. Now, if you stay in the free transform tool through this whole thing, just lock up as you go, and it will just subtract out what you want from the item. Look at how easy it was now to put the rest of them in position by just worrying about the G. In fact, I'll thin it down just a tiny bit. Now let's lock up the G. Look over here, the G is right there. Now I have the DOD to worry about. Let me get closer on this so you can see it a little bit better now. A little bit like this, and just a quick turn like that. Okay, that's fine. That's very much into position. I'm being too picky on it. Let's lock up that D. I don't know which one it is because there's two of them obviously, so I'll lock this one up. I was lucky. It was this one right there. Now I can move the O into position, lock up the O, which is a compound path, by the way, because it's got a hole in it. And now I'm left with just the D, and that one's finished. Very nicely done. And so I'm going to tell you that of these, this logo, the shield, and this dodge word, I didn't even need to hold any special key down and do some fine-tuned transforms. All they were turning and scaling with the transform tool. Okay? Thanks. We'll go on to the next one, which will be, I'll do the word dodge on the front here. Let me see what else is left. I'll do the word Dodge, the Ram logo in the middle, the word Dodge over here, and the Ram logo down there. Okay?